I am a little bit closer to the screen than normal. I have been asked by a few of you to do a quick tutorial, and this is only going to be a quick video. I don't even know how I'm going to make this a long video. To do a quick tutorial on the recent eye looks I've been doing, which there's a couple of reasons why I've been doing them. Number one, I have my fringe back, and as you can see, my fringe has grown since it was cut. It's actually been cut again in a couple of weeks. So I am struggling with doing upper eye makeup. I'm also still protecting my eyebrows that have recently been redone. Yes, apologies for that video. I realised once I watched it again myself that I'd really badly edited it, so I did re-upload. So if you have watched it and you want to watch all the bits that I kind of missed out and all the pictures and where I was going, I'll insert it here, and then didn't, I have now done that. So that went up, I don't know when it went up, but it went up the other day, and it is entitled Re-Edited, so if you want to watch it, then please do. However, since beginning of July, so we're now 3/4 of the way through July, nearly at the end, it's been hot and I just couldn't be bothered. I was basically trying to do some makeup, and how it came about, I was trying to do some makeup to go out for the day, and an hour and a half later, and I'd mucked up my eye makeup 3 times and just gave up. And I was doing my hair and I suddenly had this random idea, and I took a picture, which is this one, and everyone went, "Oh, that looks really good. Thank you, Chrissy Hind, for the idea." If you don't know who she is, look her up. But yeah, I basically just decided this is how I'm going to do my makeup for a while. So there are a few reasons. One, the heat. I don't do very well with the heat, and if you've been in the UK recently, you'll know it's been bloody hot. So yeah, it's been hot. We are now on the Saturday, so filming this today before you see it, literally. And I don't know, actually I don't know when this is going up, so bear with me. It might be tomorrow's video. Yeah, so basically I've been asked, no, I'm talking shit again. Should we start again? The reasons why I've changed why I've done my makeup. The heat. I don't do well in heat. 2, because of the pandemic and not wearing makeup, not that I wore it that much anyway, I've kind of got out of practice. So when I do makeup, it either goes really well or it's a complete disaster and I forget how to do things. And the other day I forgot how to do eyeliner. Winged eyeliner. Totally forgot. I had Jane Wilkes' video for Did Eyes in the background and I still messed it up, and I'm just like, I just can't be bothered. So there's that. And there's also the fact that because of the way my fringe is at the moment and still staying away from my eyebrows, I'm not really wearing lid makeup anyway. So I've decided to go with this kind of look, and I put it up on Instagram, and I've put it up on Instagram a couple of times, and I've had several people DM me or message me and go, could you do a tutorial on this look? It's not difficult. It's kind of hit or miss. But yeah, I'll show you what I do. It's very simple for anyone who wants to try this look out. It's been around for a while. I have kind of done my take on it, which I will show you, but you need very few products. Now, obviously, you will notice that my hair has remained blue, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment, and I've even managed to get myself a blue nose ring because, hey, why not just embrace, even my nails are blue today, we'll just embrace the blue for a while. But I've bought myself a couple of palettes because blue has not been a makeup colour I've ever gone for. Anyone who grew up kind of early 80s, and I mean like children's age in the 80s, where you maybe went to ballet or went to do something and it was red lips and blue eyes, you kind of got away from blue eyeshadow. Sorry, that bit of hair is really annoying me. Bear with me one moment. There we go. Joys of having wavy shag cut hair and an annoying fringe at the moment. anyway, so yeah, if you kind of grew up in the 80s, it was kind of that stage makeup of bright blue eyeshadow, red lips, and you kind of vowed never to go near blue again. So for many years I haven't worn, unless it's been like a navy blue, I've not worn blue eyeshadow in donkey's years. So I have decided with my newfound coloured hair, again, that I love it so much, I'm going to embrace the blue and also try out a few other things. So one of the things that caught my eye when I was out and about, funnily enough, with this look, sorry, just going off camera, when I actually did this look for the first time, I treated myself to a Morphe palette. So we were up in Birmingham the day after the Scarlet in Chains interview, and I bought myself this palette, which is the 351 Icy Fantasy by Morphe. And it's not something I would normally go for at all. However, I've been kind of loving it. So I'm going to take the bit of plastic off. But it's very pastel. So you've got a couple of brighter shades here. And these come out quite nicely. And you've got a couple that are very similar, but I think one of them's quite glittery and one's just more of a satin. But these are not my typical shades. I'm more of a bold eye colour girl. So when I saw this and it was on sale, I was like, I might have to get that. So I treated myself. I got myself this palette and some new makeup brushes, all from Morphe, and I can't tell you what they are because unfortunately they're not all numbered. Some of them are, some of them came as a set, so I can't tell you. But I did decide to treat myself to a load of eye brushes. Now some I bought separately. I don't even know which ones I bought separately. I know this one and this one were bought separately because they're brown fibre hairs and the others all black. But I just kind of wanted some clean, never been touched with dark colours brushes to work with this palette particularly. But I've also bought some for doing my under eye makeup. So the ones I've been using are, if I can find them in this collection, I will just get them out, bear with. These are all fairly new, so I'm still trying to work out which ones are which. It's those two I believe I've used. As you can see, as organised as always. Not. And the other thing I've done is I've treated myself to some new eyeliner colours. Now I normally wear just black eyeliner, but I have recently purchased these. So I have a blue, which is almost the same colour as my hair when it comes out. This is a Rimmel Scandaleyes one, and the other two are, one is Barry M and one is Revolution. So this is like a purple, I don't know how well that's going to show up, and the other is like a gunmetal grey. Apologies for any dodgy lighting today. I was going to get my lighting box out, which would have been amazing, but I've done my shoulder in and it's a bit much at the moment to do things, and knowing that I was having to do my makeup, it's just natural light from the window. We'll just have to deal with it. So yeah, I've been going for more of colours rather than black. Yeah, it's been a bit of fun. So today I'm going to go with the grey, and these are the brushes I'm going to use. So if they have got numbers on them, I'll tell you what they are. So these are all out of the set. So I have got a Morphe M149, which is this little one. It's got quite a nice little point to it. I have a E36, which is like a slightly bigger version of that one, but not quite so pointed. I have three that are numbered. So I have an M508, which is amazing for doing my under eyes. So very short, very precise kind of smudge brush. very thin as well, which is brilliant for doing my underlashes. And then these two, which came in the set and are sadly not numbered, but we have a very similar kind of a cross between these two but smaller in that one, and then a slightly longer smudge brush. And these have kind of been my go-to ones for the looks I've been doing. So we'll pop those there and hoping I can then see them on a black and white duvet cover. So this is the grey eyeliner. As you can see, it's not quite black, and I'm going to try and put some eyeliner on. So I do my eyeliner first, and I'll try not to look too far off camera, but really you can do this with whatever cover you want. I have just put some my Body Shop Bora Bora foundation on. I don't use a primer particularly, and a little bit of my Kat Von D white powder over the top, and that's all I've done to my face. So literally just going along my waterline here, and getting quite a decent amount on there, and also the same on this side. And this is just the lower lashes. I say lashes and I meant waterline, so just the lower waterline. So then what I'm going to do, and this is really difficult to show on camera, but I'm going to take the eyeliner brush. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to take the eyeliner pencil and try and look straight to camera. And this is where I can't do it very well, so I'll try and do it that you can see. And literally go my top waterline, but only to the edge of my iris, so the outer coloured bit of my eye, when I'm looking dead ahead. So if I look straight ahead into my mirror, and I am literally just doing the waterline on the outer portion of the eye. So you get that kind of nice dark set to the outer corner without having to have winged liner. And that's it for the eyeliner. No liquid eyeliner, just a nice Kohl pencil. So I've also purchased, I haven't decided what colours I'm doing yet, but I've also purchased a couple of blue based palettes. Not very expensive. I'll explain what they are. I have bought a Max Factor blue, which I'm going to take the lid off because it's a bit reflective. It has a bit of glitter pigment in it, which is quite nice. I have used this one, not that you can even tell, but it has like a silver, a gold and a blue, and it is in the shade of Sapphire Rage by Max Factor. The other ones I've bought, I have a Revolution palette, which you've probably all seen. Superdrug, Boots, most drugstores sell this one, and this is the Forever Dynamic Tranquil palette, and this is 8 shades I believe, and it's quite a nice, I bought this one basically as a bit of a travel kit, so I've just managed to swatch that and get it all over my finger. I haven't even used this palette yet, but you'll see it has some nice deep blues. Ooh, you can see my gallery wall up there. That's a bit weird. Let me do that one. There we go. It has some deep blues, a nice greeny blue, like a mermaid blue, and then you've got a couple of silvery tones and some copper tones, and I do actually love that combination. In fact, I might try that today. And then you've got like a transition shade. So I'm not using transition shades because I'm not doing my lid. However, I think I might give something a go today and see what happens. So there's that palette, and that was the Revolution Forever Dynamic Tranquil palette. I also got this one, and I've kind of wrecked it. This is also a Revolution palette. However, it doesn't come like this. It had this, as you can probably see, it had a blue iced donut on the top. Now, I didn't realise this when I purchased it, This is the Revolution Blueberry Crush, and it's their donut range. I don't do gimmicky makeup, I just really like the colours. So this has 5 shades. Let me turn it that way. So again, a dark blue, a kind of mermaid blue, a darker greeny blue, a grey purple, I suppose you could call that, and then you have this nice kind of neutral colour in the middle. They are all, apart from this one, quite shimmery. Even the middle one has got a bit of shimmer to it. And yeah, it's okay. Again, it's another kind of quick work one. What I have noticed is if I don't put foundation under my eyes, then my makeup doesn't last very long, especially in the heat. However, when I'm going to work in the mornings and I can't be bothered to put foundation things on, if I take this palette with me, I'm not too worried. I think it cost me about £4.99, and I think this one was £5. So I'm not overly bothered if it gets damaged or if the mirror breaks or whatever. It's literally a chuck it in my work bag, and should I have a meeting or anything in the afternoon, especially now with the world opening up, that I need to top up my makeup, then I can just do that. So that's why I bought that one. So that's why I kind of ripped the top off it. I might find a nice sticker or something to go on it just to stop feeling that horrible foam. We'll see how I get on. But I think I'm going to use, I don't know, do I want to use that palette today? No, I'm just going to stick with the one palette today because I don't want to make this overly complicated. So bear with while I just put my big one away. Misses. So I'm literally just doing my eyes, I'm not doing my lips or anything, but I'm going to go in with this palette. So I'm going to try something a bit different. And I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush. I have a choice of fluffy brushes. I'm going to grab, oh, she says I haven't got a clue. I'm not a makeup artist. I haven't got a damn clue when it comes to makeup. But I want a kind of small, fluffy-ish brush. I'm going to grab this one. It looks like it will do the job. So I'm going to grab this one. Again, it's out of the Morphe set, so I don't have a number for it. They didn't come marked, unfortunately. But I'm going to go in with this one. Now, I wouldn't normally do this, but I want to see if it makes a difference. So I'm just going to grab some of that. If you see my hair floating about, I've got the fun going. So just going to grab some on a brush and literally just pop it under my eye, kind of like a base, but also to lighten, actually that works quite well, to kind of lighten that dark ring I have. So yes, I'm going a little bit overboard, but we'll see what happens, because this is going to be as much a surprise to me as it is to you at this rate. So just to take it under the eye, no particular science to it, no particular precision, just slapping it on. And I'm going to take it up as close as I can to my waterline, just to make sure we have a nice coverage. So what that's done is it's kind of lightened up my under eye just a little bit. And I think it'll make the blues pop a bit more. It might look a bit daft at the moment. I will sort it out later on. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with my lightest shade. So I want to actually try out this combination. I want to try this copper. So I'm going to grab my little smudge brushes, which are, no, I'm not. See what I mean? This is why I don't do tutorials. I do not know what I'm talking about. I'm going to grab these two. So I've got the little pointy one and this kind of thicker bristly one. It's not the littlest pointy one I have, I hasten to add. So I'm going to go in with this, the smaller one, smaller pointy one, and this copper shade here. Honestly, this is why I don't do makeup tutorials. I don't have a clue, in general, what I am doing. So I'm just going to take that and do this harder eye first. And just pop it directly into pretty much my lashes. And I'm going to build it up from the corner of my eye to the middle of my eye. And take it slightly, almost about 2/3 of the way under here. And just build up that colour very gently, like that. Now you'll notice I'm holding my brushes quite far back. I know that for precision, most people like to hold them a bit closer, but because I'm dealing with the soft skin under my eye and I don't want to pull it too much, I don't want to apply a lot of pressure there. So I'm holding my brush a little bit further back. It's not as precise, do what makes you comfortable, but this is how it works for me. So again, I'm just going to go into that corner there and get as close to where I've put my eyeliner as I possibly can. And you'll also notice that I'm not dragging it backwards and forwards. I'm painting, almost like a painting, but in one direction. So from the corner, back across, and from the corner, back across. And the reason I'm doing this is because later on when I do the second colour, it means that I don't smudge too far in and I've got a clean front colour here. So I'll just come in a little bit closer there. But I'm not taking this colour all the way along. So I'm now going to swap brushes. And I am actually going to grab my smudger brush. So I'm going to grab this one here, that kind of smaller one. And I'm going to get this nice dark blue. I don't think they're named particularly. No, not really. So now when I take my brush, I stroke it down the colour rather than rubbing it in. So when I stroke it down, I'm not getting pigment on one side of the brush, only that way. And what this does is it protects my under eye. So I'm going to go in pigment up and do the outer part of my eye. And what I'm going to do is start at the corner, and I'm going to have to use my mirror, sorry, but I'm going to start at the corner and just tilt my brush down slightly to deposit the pigment on that outer part of the eye. And this does take a little bit of build up, especially when products are new and you've got a small brush, but I do like the smaller brushes for this look. So again, corner of the eye, and just build up that colour on the outer part of the eye. Let's go back and do this side a little bit heavier. So before I blend it or anything, what I'm going to do is take, again, this smudge brush and just put a little bit more pigment on it and put a little bit right on the tip. So kind of hold your palette 90 degrees right on the tip. So I still don't have any pigment on this side of the brush. Nothing. But I will wipe it off just in case. And what I've been doing, I'm going to come right in for this, is kind of taking that outer dark colour and just creating a very low, almost like drag line. So I'm not creating winged eyeliner, but it's just like a elongation, if you like. Now that side's got a bit smudged more than I would like. So what that does for me, anyway, the fact that I like the look, is where I've done the darker eyeliner on the upper part of my eye, it kind of concentrates everything outwards to that smudge line. Slightly elongating the eye, but also just looking a little bit funky. So that's our colours deposited. I'm going to go back to my two fluffy brushes. she says, putting the wrong thing down. I put the palette down. And I'm now going to just grab a tiny bit of this blue on this slightly bigger, fluffier brush, just on the very tip, knock off any excess, and I'm just going to run it underneath that darker blue, just to kind of smoke out that edge. And it always works better on one eye than the other. There we go. Just to smoke out and make that edge of that eye just quite deep and quite blue. So now we have to blend the two colours together. So what I'm going to do is just grab again that brighter blue, just that one, on the tip of my brush and knock off the excess. Probably knocked off a bit too much. And just in the middle, just under, again, looking straight forward into your mirror. I'm trying to look straight forward to you, but whilst looking in a mirror it's quite awkward. And just dab a little bit right under the centre of my eye. So it, and knock it all across my nose, because, okay. And then we're going to go back to the tiny brush and that copper, and again from the corner of the eye just sweep very gently with a little bit more product from the corner into that blue, and that lighter blue will help transition into the darker blue without swallowing the lighter colour, or at least that's what I found anyway. So if you are, and especially I find this when working with pastels, if you want to do a pastel here and a dark colour on the outside, say you wanted to do black and mint green, let's say, by doing a darker green in the middle, you're putting green pigment into the black that's not going to get swallowed up, and it won't kind of look murky. So that looks quite blended without actually blending the purple, sorry, blending the copper into the dark blue. And that's pretty much it. If I wanted to obviously put mascara on, I'll do that afterwards, but if I wanted to vamp this up, if I was going out, say I'd been wearing this all day and then I was going out and I had my palette at hand, what I might do is find another clean brush. I'm really not good at this whole getting organised for makeup stuff, so bear with me. I've got to delve into the brush pot again. Don't even know if I've got one here I can use. Yes I do, that one. That one. That will do. Oh, told you, I'm not very good at this stuff. Okay, so I've got my other fluffy brush and my copper brush again. And what I would do, if I wanted to vamp this up to go out, or if this was my going out look, I would grab that kind of silver colour there and put a little dab of it on the end of my fluffy brush, and just do a little bit of a deposit around the corner of the eye here, just to brighten up that corner, and bring it down into the copper a little bit, and just very, very slightly across the top of the eyelid, very slightly. So just to show on this side, across the top of the eyelid there. And this is probably all the makeup that's going on the top eyelid, and into that corner just to brighten it up a little bit. Now, because we've added a colour that we haven't used up until now, I can either leave it with that bit of silver, I mean I could even do this for a day look, but if I wanted to vamp it up for the night look, I'd just grab my tiny little brush again, go back into the copper and just right at the lash line match up here, and ooh, poke myself in the eye with the brush in the meantime, and here. Now what I should say at this point is that if I was doing this for a night out and I wanted to, because I haven't put a lot of makeup on my face and I still need to be careful with my eyebrows, if I was doing this for a night out, then I would probably put a bit of foundation or a bit of eyeshadow primer like the MAC Paint Pot, or I've got the NYX primer, just so as this colour doesn't meld too much into my eyelids. I know that people do have discoloured eyelids. I have one that gets quite purplish in here, so I could have done that. But to be quite honest, I quite like how that looks. Now, if you go back to where I put that colour earlier, you actually can't really tell it's there, because the blue eyeshadow has kind of taken over. That just becomes almost like an under eye highlighter. So what I've found with this look is that I'm not getting watery eyes, I'm not getting stressed about whether my winged eyeliner is perfect, but I've got enough makeup to make my eyes stand out. And I have to say, trying this blue and copper combination, I am really liking it. So I'm just gonna sit here very quickly and try not to completely screw up everything I've just done, and pop on some mascara. This is the, I hate it when they put blooming hygiene stickers over everything, you can't get them off. This is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Reloaded. I'm kind of not getting on with mascara at the moment, if I'm honest. I'm finding, I think I said it in my last Get Ready With Me video, I'm finding they're either too dry, too wet, just not sticking to my lashes the way I would like them to, or just getting bloody everywhere. So I kind of like this one. It's not my favourite. It's, bear with, it's not clumpy. I do find it goes on my lashes very nicely, but it's just not my favourite mascara. It still takes a while to dry, so especially when I do my under eye mascara, I do tend to find it gets everywhere. But hey, now I have also noticed, I'm not sure how I'm going to get rid of this because I have nothing to hand. Oh yes I do, yes I do. Bear with me one moment. I have noticed, see what I mean about this mascara? It just gets everywhere. But I've noticed I have a bit of copper fallout on my cheeks. Now, I'm not too bothered. I'm not going out anywhere. But, yeah. So that's kind of the look. It's kind of what I've been doing with my eye makeup. I've just come in. Nothing too glamorous, it's just what I've been doing at the moment. It's a lot easier for me. I do have quite hooded eyes. I'm struggling at the moment with getting my makeup correct. I don't have a lot of time if I want to do makeup, to be honest. I don't have hours that I can sit before I'm going out to do something. And since I've been doing this look, I'm finding that I'm wanting to wear makeup more. So because this is quite a quick look to do for me, and obviously because I've been talking you through it, it's taken longer, but if I was just doing this, it'd probably take me about 5 minutes. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of loving it. I do like this copper and blue combination. It's almost as if it's going half and half for my fringe. It's not the intention at all. But yeah, I kind of like it. we're doing quite well. So that's basically it. That is the tutorial. It's not much of a tutorial. I'm not very good at them, so I'm really sorry. I will try and link all the products I've used down below. But you know, you don't have to do blue and copper. You can do whatever colours you want. You can do black and white, green and red. Entirely up to you. But yeah, I really only did this because I had a few people going, please can you give us a tutorial on this look. So I'll try and take some stills afterwards to see if I can get a nice close-up for you. But actually, do you know what? I don't think I need to. I think that is pretty much good enough. So yeah, that was literally one palette, 3 or 4 brushes, an eyeliner and some mascara. Pretty simple. So I hope this tutorial was, I hate the word tutorial, it makes me sound like a professional, I'm not. I hope this was okay. I hope you like the look. Give it a go, try something different, see how you feel. I'm going to stick with this for a while because I really am loving this kind of simple look. It means I can experiment with colours. Just remember, if you are using more pastel shades, then I would definitely put like a white base or something under the eye. Maybe smudge out a white pencil if you've got one, or white powder. Just something to give the pigment a bit of lift. But that's that. So I'm going to go away. I'm actually going to go and film another video. So yeah, I'm going to put this one up tomorrow. So this will be tomorrow's video. Next week, the video is going to be... What's it going to be? It's going to be... So I just found out I've got mascara on my hand. How I manage this, I do not know. What's next week's going to be? It will be a hair journey next week. So yeah, I hope you look forward to that one. Some of you may be new to my channel. Some of you may have come from my Facebook channel. Some of you may have no clue who I am and first time you ever seen me. So hello. If you are, please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's all good. Give this a thumbs up if you like this, and I'll try and do some more, not imminently, but I will. If I come up with any other suggestions on how I can do my makeup, I will try and maybe experiment with colours, and if I find something I really like, maybe I'll do a quick video on that as well. But yes, what was I going to say? Next week will be a hair journey. So because on the 30th of July, which is next Friday, or on Friday when this goes up, it's a year since I donated 21 inches of hair, and this is where I currently am. So I will tell you what happened and why I donated it, and how much I raised and all that good stuff if you're not aware. And I'm going to do a little montage of all the styles I've had, some of the good bits about it, some of the bad bits about it, regrets, non-regrets. We'll just see where we go from there. So I'm going to go away and stop battering your eardrums. Would love a subscribe if you're new here. If you're not new, thank you for sticking with me. You know I waffle. I'm not very good at this sort of stuff. And yeah, let your friends know. Tell your friends. Tell your friends I have a channel. They might like it. Thumbs up if you like this, and I will try and do some more kind of easy makeup looks for the aging generation who still want to stay a little bit funky. And if you want some really good makeup, go and have a look at Jane Wilkes, because her makeup skills are far better than mine are. But until then, I will leave you all, and as always, mwah, my beautiful ravens, just do you.